Kochie's Business Builders is proudly brought to you by our partners QBE, KPMG and Google, who are helping small businesses grow.
Coming up on Kochie's Business Builders, top mindfulness tips from a wellness expert. We find out what it takes to attract sales online, plus the coffee caravan bringing retro cool to Melbourne streets. G'day and welcome to another episode of Kochie's Business Builders, where we take a look at the issues facing small business owners and come up with practical advice and tips to help them succeed. Joining me today as co-host is Chelsea Pottenger. Chelsea is an international motivational speaker, best-selling author and a mindfulness and meditation coach. She's worked with thousands of business owners and many of the world's leading brands, helping them to shake up their daily routines to adopt new habits to reduce stress and burnout. Chelsea, thanks for joining us. Getting to the end of the year, so appropriate to talk to you. I think every business owner faces burnout at this stage, don't they? You went through your own burnout crisis. Tell us what happened and the things you did to change.
I was in the corporate world myself, 12-hour days, Hendrick's gin at night time, triple shot flat whites in the morning, hitting the ground running, exercising, another 12-hour day, that very much rise and grind. And then in 2015, after giving birth to our gorgeous little girl called Clara, I ended up in a psych ward, fighting for my life. And in life, I feel like you face these adversities and it's almost like you get to this fork in the road. So at the end of the 5-week stay, my amazing psychiatrist, she said to me, Chelsea, you have this weird fascination with your brain and you've walked through the shoes of a very clinically unwell patient. I think you'd be a beautiful psychologist. Why don't you go back and restudy? And I thought, okay.
Right.
So I moved to a small town on the New South Wales South Coast and I went back to university to study psychology because I never wanted anyone in Australia to ever end up where I had. And so I founded a company, EQ Minds, in 2016. And to date, we're very proud to say we've trained 1 million people across Australia, empowering them to take care of their mental health and well-being.
What are the early signs of burnout that you should be aware of?
There's 3 reasons why high performers and business owners and corporate professionals burn out. 1, it's a lack of focus on themselves.
Yep.
2, it's a lack of boundaries. And 3, they hit what I call beast mode, which is they try and tick off absolutely everything on their list, their to-do list. And what happens is then they fall down this exhaustion funnel. And so when you're feeling yourself slip like that, it's going back to the basics, isn't it? It's
Yep.
honouring your sleep. It's getting in your nutrition. It's maybe having a stress management tool like meditation. It might be going for a coffee with a friend. And if you're really feeling it, I say now is the time then, on the weekend, to book in a relaxing weekend of doubling down on your self-care. Now is not the time to go on a bender. You
Yep.
need that weekend to recover. And if you do that on the weekend and you're doing all these things to nourish your body, but then on Monday you still turn up to work completely exhausted, it's probably time to go and see your doctor.
Chelsea, great advice. Can't wait to quiz you a bit more during the show, but I'd love your thoughts on our next business, BX Earth. They're a great Aussie brand whose native botanical bath salts, oils and candles have been helping Aussies relax during some pretty trying times over the last couple of years. And while the business has generated some great traction in retail stores, founders Rob Janzer and Mark Ray have been struggling with grabbing online consumers. Chelsea, you're a big advocate in the wellness space. How do you buy wellness products? What do you look for?
How I always purchase Kochie is the authentic story behind it. So I think letting that passion shine through.
Such great advice. A few weeks ago, we sent online sales guru Paul Waddy in to help Mark and Rob get their direct-to-consumer strategy on track. And now he's heading back for a visit to see how they've gone with their homework.
I'm back with Rob from BX Earth to check in and see how you've been going. Rob, tell me, how's BX Earth been going?
We're doing well. It's our busiest time of the year, obviously, with Christmas and everything coming up. But we've been taking on a lot of your advice and we're doing some changes already to our website that's going right now. Added a few things in extra, like we put some content in about us,
Has there been any positive changes on the online store?
There has, actually. Well, it's the conversion rate for people that are coming to the site and actually converting into sales is fantastic. We were at 2.6 when we met 6 weeks ago. I checked last night and we're now up to 4.8, so it's
incredible.
Phenomenal.
That's
phenomenal.
Great. The conversion rate of 4.8% is very, very high. In fact, probably best in class. I'm really excited about this. I think it can scale quickly. You're over 300,000 followers on Instagram and you're being yourselves and your engagement has been really high. Are you going to bring some of that fun to your website as well?
Most definitely. You'll be seeing a lot more of that.
Last time we caught up, we spoke about overhauling the website. It needed a bit of a facelift. Have you made any progress on that?
We have, actually, and we've actually engaged with someone who's helping us rebuild it all. What we've just done is we've decided we're moving to Shopify, thanks to fantastic advice. Asked a lot of peers, other companies and stuff, and we've realised that that's the place we now need to move to, because that'll be the platform that'll help us really build it, go to the next level, go to the next step where we need to grow.
So I'm really excited about you moving to Shopify, Rob. I think it's a great move. And I think it's a good move because you'll be able to get in there and make a lot of changes yourself. You'll be able to create products, change homepage banners, change prices, add apps, all without needing to pay an expensive developer. So I think it's great.
Well, I think being in control and being able to do things like that is fantastic because, I mean, I just said, look, I do random shots of packages and combos, and if I can do it myself on the run or whatever I'm doing, it's just the best thing ever.
One thing that I think could work really well for you is on your product pages where typically you'll see photos of the product. I think it might be great if you or Mark get on there in a short video and talk about the product. A picture tells 1,000 words, but a video is even more powerful.
Well, I think that good thing is now, obviously on Shopify, we'll be able to do all that part and add the video, which is what we've been missing.
So you're moving to Shopify in a couple of weeks. How about we go upstairs into the office and dive a little deeper into the nitty-gritty of Shopify?
Fantastic. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Welcome back to Kochie's Business Builders. Now, over the past couple of years, we've seen mental health in the workplace come to the fore. According to research in the World Health Organisation's latest guidelines on mental health at work, an estimated 15% of working adults deal with mental health issues like depression and anxiety. The pandemic has only exacerbated those problems and created new stress factors, also known as psychosocial risks, that affect us at work. It's on employers, all of us, to create healthy environments. It's good for your health and also for your staff and your business. Rob Kochie from QBE Insurance is here to tell us more. Rob, good to see you. Now, what obligations have business owners got to provide a safe mental health workplace?
Yeah, it's a great question, especially very poignant towards the back end of the year. In October every year we have National Safe Work Month, which is promoted by Safe Work Australia. It's the federal government's association that puts together principles and policy around creating safe and healthy workplaces around Australia.
How we handle our staff's mental health, how do you relate that to business risks?
The World Health Organization, I think, says it best, and they say a healthy workplace is one that not just has an absence of negative health impacts, but an abundance of health-promoting ones. So I think the organisation's got to see the risk of it, but also the opportunity. And the opportunity is if individuals are healthier and they're at their best and they're working for an employer who recognises they're an individual, they might be the 1 in 5, they might be suffering a mental health condition, but they're still able to be at work and be productive, then the organisation has more of its staff that are available, present and productive, so their output kind of increases.
Give us a couple of tips, a couple of things we can do to work in this area better.
So we'll tick the simple box first. That's things like having a critical mental health incident protocol. You know, making sure that managers and people attend some basic awareness training so they're able to be a bit more equipped at some of the language and how to approach people in their workplace. But outside that, really, they're pretty basic fundamental things, and that is two things: good work design. So have a look at the work that our people are doing and just ask themselves the question, am I able to introduce a degree of flexibility, autonomy, control over the work, the pace, the tempo, the repetition? And then the things that become positive is if you've got a boss, owner of the business, who actually connects with their people. And the way that they can do that, quite simply, is destigmatise mental health, talk about it in the workplace, make it okay to have conversations like Are You OK Day kind of encourages.
If I want to know more, where can I go?
Organisations can start with their state and territory regulators. There's Safe Work Australia that I've mentioned. There's, perhaps they've got an insurance broker or they want to connect with the Small Business Association. And regulators like Victoria have a really great program. Or a really great place is qbe.com.au. We've got a whole host of content, especially for people risk issues like this. We call it our Q Risk Insights Hub.
Okay. Rob, that's been fantastic. It's really got us all thinking. Thanks for joining us and terrific tips.
Yeah, thanks, David.
Next up, tech whiz Val Quinn shows us how all-in-one desktops can streamline your workspaces.
When it comes to PCs, gone are the old beige boxes with their big, heavy parts and messy cables. Thankfully, we have the all-in-one PC form factor, which is a breath of fresh air for the modern office. So what are the advantages? An all-in-one is just as it sounds. All its bits, including screen, tower, speakers, and web camera, fit into one compact, self-standing unit. And apart from looking sleek and stylish, all-in-ones take up much less space, meaning smaller desks or just more room for other things. The screen dictates its overall size, and they start from about 24 inches and go up to a roomy 27 inches. And a slim package doesn't mean compromises on performance, connectivity, or quality either. Dell's all-in-one PCs can be spec'd with Intel 12th Gen processors, loads of internal and external storage, high-speed ports, and the latest Wi-Fi 6 capability. And they also run Windows 11 Pro. So Dell's Inspiron 24 all-in-one, for example, comes with all this, plus a wireless keyboard and mouse, so there's no messy cables, an SD card reader, and pop-up HD web camera. So with all their space-saving, good looks and performance benefits, an all-in-one PC upgrade is a great fit for your business and leaves the beige behind. Hop over to dell.com.au/smallbiz to explore your options.
I'm Pete. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Bailey Nelson. We're an omni-channel eyewear retailer spread across Australia, New Zealand, Canada and the UK. And we're really proud of providing a great optometry experience for every customer that comes in and a full range of really great glasses. We're Australian-based. We design all our frames here in Sydney. We've got a full range of optical glasses as well as sunglasses. And what we're most proud of is the really great in-store experience we have for every customer, right from an eye test through to buying a pair of glasses and our after-sales service. We started out at the Bondi Markets at a very small store. We'd go there every Sunday and spend the day there talking to potential customers and showing them our products. We then opened our first store in Paddington in Sydney, and that's where the business really took off. We've used Google Ads from day one, and if I think back to when we had 2 stores, we knew that Google Ads, we could be really efficient with our spend, and there were customers that were looking for our products. They were keen for exactly what we were selling, and if we could just get in front of them, we knew that we could provide a great experience for them. We found that we were having a really great customer experience in store, but just not enough people knew about us. So we decided to really ramp up our marketing outside of just the store and look at other channels to educate customers about who we are, what we do, and what services we provide. Google Ads is a great channel for us because it allows us to educate customers that are specifically looking for a service like prescription glasses or sunglasses and are in a local area to where our stores are. When we open a new store, often it's in an area we're not currently operating in, and so there's generally low brand awareness, people don't know who we are. Google Ads works really well for us to be able to target a very tight geographical area and provide customers general information about who we are and what we do as a company, Bailey Nelson, and also about the products we actually provide. The actual customer journey of interacting with us starts online. So our online bookings, for example, for an eye test have gone from 10% 6 or 7 years ago right up to 60% now. So we know that journey online and experiencing the website is absolutely critical. Google Ads has been a very effective channel for us, both on the branded side of things and getting brand awareness, as well as specific products that people are looking for. We generally find that for every $1 we spend on Google Ads advertising, it drives about $5 to $10 in return for us, which is fantastic for us as a growing business and our ability to open new stores and grow our customer base. We see Google Ads as a really important part of that ongoing growth in the business. We've grown over the last 10 years to 110 stores globally. There's a lot of opportunity for growth, and we believe we could double the size of the business and our store footprint over the next 3 or 4 years. We think there's lots of areas where we know customers are searching for us online, they're going to our website, they're seeing us, but there just isn't a store nearby them, and we look forward to expanding into those areas and serving them better.
Hi, I'm Kane Allen, and I'm owner and operator here at Messin With Jim. What I love most about my job is the social aspect. I get to meet and make coffee for different kinds of people every day. People are usually pretty happy once they've got coffee in their cup. The way I went about creating my brand look and feel was really to just stay really authentic to myself. I've always been a huge fan of the old 70s cream, brown and orange. So when I decided to build the van, there was really only one colour choice for me. We did that with Vista through winning the 99 Days of Design competition. So it was a really great opportunity for us to really cement our image and our branding. Vista's marketing and design tools were super easy to use. 99 Designs platform really helped me see other options for logos that maybe I wouldn't have considered to begin with. And the final logo design that we ended up choosing was actually entirely different to what I thought. And it kind of just grew on us, and we realised that it was quite versatile. I'm very grateful to have seen so many different designs. So for Vista products, we have stickers, loyalty cards. We have a nice giant flag to let people know what we're making. The rebrand helped us market to new audiences just by making us look a little bit more professional, a little bit more polished. We've had people come to the van just to buy T-shirts because they thought the design was cool. So it kind of gives us the whole package.
Now let's check back in with Paul Waddy and BX Earth to see how they're travelling with their new marketing strategies to attract online customers.
Rob, it's so encouraging to see the amazing results you've had in 6 weeks. Well done to you. You are going to move to Shopify in about 2 weeks, and I think your store is absolutely going to take off. So, Rob, I want to give you a copy of my book to help you out with that, Shopify for Dummies. And I'm keen to see in a couple of weeks how it's going, but I think the sky's the limit for BX Earth and its online business. Is there anything that you wanted to go through in relation to Shopify?
Email marketing is something I really want to get on top of.
Now, you can outsource your email marketing to a platform like MailChimp or something like that, but I'm a big believer in keeping it simple. The good news about email subscribers is they're likely to have your highest lifetime value. So of all of your marketing channels, over their lifetime, customers will spend the most if they've found you via email. In the book, I take you through how to set up your email campaigns, how often you should send them, what to use in your subject lines and things like that. And when you're designing your new Shopify store, make sure that the homepage has a very clear area where people can sign up to your newsletter.
Yeah.
Treat your email subscribers like VIPs
Gold.
and they'll pay you back.
Yeah, gold. How can we integrate what we're doing on our social media platforms and bring that onto our Shopify sites?
Great question, because you've got over 300,000 followers on social media, so we want to tap into that. So using the Shopify App Store, you can integrate your Instagram feed and your Shopify feed straight into your website. We want to bring the social media feeds onto your homepage because it's one of your strengths, so that when people hit the BX Earth website, they'll actually see your Instagram posts there. They'll see how much engagement you get. It'll make them feel better. It'll make them trust you, and you'll get a higher conversion rate.
Last time we met, you said to me a lot about getting reviews up, and that was something that I'm really keen to do. How do you think we can amplify that and get more of that across to people?
Go to the App Store and choose an app that we would like to install. One that I recommend is Kendo. Anyone who's bought the product, it'll send them a nice branded email saying, hey, what did you think of the product? Could you rate us out of 5? Better still, could you attach a video or an image that we can then use in our marketing? Keep me posted, and I would like to see you doubling your revenue within 2 weeks of going live.
Wow, I can't wait, mate.
And you will.
Some really great advice there from Paul to Rob and Mark. But Chelsea, how far should the fellas go in terms of showing who they are, their connection? How vulnerable should they be?
I think they should go as vulnerable as they can. If we're out there having a crack at life, guess what? We're going to stuff it up or muck it up a myriad of times. But knowing that that business, they bounce back. Yeah. And knowing that, and it gives hope to all the other businesses and consumers out there, knowing that if you do face a challenging time, you also can recover. So people are always trying to connect with people's stories of going, well, you know, it wasn't easy for you. I respect that. And now I know why you have this unwavering desire to do great in this world.
Chelsea, it's been so great to have you today. We've learnt so much. Really appreciate your time. And remember, if you're looking for small business tips or the latest news and expert advice, then you can find them online at kochiesbusinessbuilders.com.au or follow Kochie's Biz on Facebook, LinkedIn, Insta and Twitter. We'll see you next week. Next week on Kochie's Business Builders, it's a taste sensation at Land of Plenty. Real estate secrets from a savvy entrepreneur, plus we get a sneak peek at the new tech redefining workplaces in 2023.